Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is the first time I'm appearing barefaced, so you get to see me in all my glory. I have oily skin, acne prone skin, and so that's what this situation is. It's great. It's a very dreary day out, so I'm kind of doing something a little different with the setup. This is the best way I could get light for today's video, which I'm super excited about. I've been looking forward to doing this tutorial for the longest time. As you can tell from the title, I'm gonna be replicating Miss Universe 2018 Catriona Gray. She is from the Philippines, and most of you know, but if you don't, I'm half Filipino, and so that's a very exciting thing to have had happen in the past year. And so in December, early December, the Miss Universe pageant will be held in Atlanta. I wanted to kind of create this video as a sort of like ode to Catriona and her year being Miss Universe and representing the Philippines and all that. And honestly, I really like her look just in general, and it's a really good one for the holidays as well, because there's like a red lip and it's very sparkly, so I think it's definitely very appropriate for this time of year as well. So you can use it at any of your festivities this season, and I hope you like it. Okay, so I'm going to be watching the tutorial that she did. I will say I don't have all the products that she's using because I simply just don't even know what she's using some of the time during the video, but I'm so happy to say that I have quite a few of them, like just already in my collection. So that's pretty cool when you can say that you use like the same stuff as Miss Universe, you know. Whatever, no big deal. I'm gonna link the actual video in the description box below so you can see for yourself. This is the look that like her winning look basically. So all the like well-known pictures of her and her amazing lava dress. This is that look, so it's really exciting. She actually starts with skincare, and so she uses micellar water. So I'm gonna start with micellar water, and so I have this Garnier Skin Active one you can get anywhere. So next she uses a face oil. I'm gonna use a serum that I've been using every day. So this is the Summer Friday CC Me serum. And this is really nice, very lightweight, and it has squalene in it. So that's kind of like a face oil, so I'm just running with that. Eye cream, yay! And this is the one that I love. This is the Lula Henrickson Banana Bright Eye Cream. So with her eye cream, she uses something that has a green tint to it as well to combat redness. Obviously mine was more brightening, but we will add a green component because I do clearly have redness. So I'm going to take this Smashbox Photo Finish color correcting primer. Next is lip balm. I use a lip mask. This is my favorite lip mask right now. It's Laneige. So now we're getting into the actual makeup portion of the video. And so she uses the original Fenty primer. I used to have that, I don't anymore. But what she did say that she liked about it is that she felt like it was moisturizing. So I have this itty bitty cute sample of Too Faced Hangover Face Primer, and I heard that this is very moisturizing. Shout out to Ariel. So foundation. I'm gonna say her and I have vastly different skin types. She's using NARS Radiant Longwear Foundation or something like that. And that sounds great for probably normal to dry skin, but yo girl is oily. So I picked probably one of the more natural finish products that I have as far as complexion. This is Cloven Hollow's liquid skin tint lightweight foundation, and I'm in the shade 5. Cloven Hollow is a great clean beauty company, so if you really prioritize clean beauty, they're really great. Clearly she has better skin than I do. You go, girl. You live your best skin life. So I'm gonna build up my coverage. I'm pretty sure she probably would have stopped here, but I needed a little extra assistance. I don't know why I'm sing-songy today. Maybe it's the coffee. I don't know. Deal with it. So now concealer. She uses the NARS Radiant Concealer, which I have here. I'm not sure this is probably the best color for me, but we shall see. So to kind of brighten up the under eye a little bit more, I have these ColourPop concealers. Probably did a lot more concealer than she did. Okay, now she's baking. Oh, she's a baker. She's using the Huda Beauty baking powder. I got the Fenty one in butter. I'm going to sweep some powder underneath the under eye like she does. So she kind of extends it out towards her eye, because spoiler alert, we're doing a more like feline eye look, so that'll help like carve out that shape. Now we're moving on to eyeshadow. I love this idea of the fallout powder because she does use a lot of like deep colors and glitter in this look, so that'll catch all of that. So she dips into a Charlotte Tilbury quad, which I'm not bougie enough to have yet. She says she uses a champagne-y color to highlight her brows. Something that's not too sparkly is how she described it. So I'm taking this ColourPop Super Shock Cheek in Wisp. I feel like this is kind of that champagne-y color she was describing. Clearly I really like this. She uses a eyebrow palette, which is great. We love multitasking products. I'm gonna take my trusty Friendcation palette from Dose of Colors. She uses some type of brown to start carving out the feline look. So I'm gonna start mapping that out with a light shade of brown. I'm using Necessary. So now she's like deepening that crease, and she's dipping into like a darker brown shade and a kind of red tone shade. So I'm going to be using these two right here. This is Churro and Girl Bye. I'm going to take this like ancient Morphe palette. This is the 25A, and I think I'm going to try a mix between these two colors, because what I'm finding is like, I don't know, it's like a medium brown that she's kind of using, because she is using an eyebrow palette for part of her look, and usually with eyebrow powders they're not as warm, and I feel like we're kind of getting into the warm zone. So next she's using a kind of like eyeshadow crayon. I think she's using one from like Laura Mercier or something, but I have this one from MAC, and I think it's close to the color the type of color she's using, and this is in Tea Leaves. What's next, Miss Universe? What's the next round? Now we're getting into the exciting part. She's grabbing a kind of very coppery golden shade. I feel like a mixture of these two kind of match the vibes she's kind of gravitating towards. So she uses her finger. So if that's good enough for Miss Universe, that's good enough for me. So we've got our coppery shade down. She took her brown shadow again and is reinforcing it, basically blending it into this really glittery shade that we just put down. I'm liking how that's looking. Moving forward, she's using the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil, which I have right here. I think she's using a brown. I only have the black, so we're gonna roll with it. So this is a technique that I really like. This definitely helped me kind of learn how to do winged liner when I was in high school. But so what you do is you take a regular pencil liner and kind of map out where you're gonna lay down your liner. Try this trick out if you've always wanted to do winged liner and are just kind of frightened about it. What I did as I was kind of waiting for things to kick back up again, I felt like my look was leaning way too warm. I still want it to be warm, but because she's using that eyebrow powder, it's a little bit like neutral. So I just felt like the browns I had been using just really weren't getting me that effect. So I decided to use the original Persona Identity palette. I used the color Maverick right here and Fearless. Now we're going to move into the sparkle. I'm so excited. So she uses a Stila liquid eyeshadow, and I've seen these a lot and I've never tried them. I'm excited that this look gets me to try it. I ended up getting this set right here. I checked online and I don't think they sell it anymore, but they have other sets. So they have ones now that have like 4 of these glitter eyeshadows in a set. This set right here is perfect for this tutorial because it has the liquid eyeshadow in the exact shade she's using in this tutorial. Hallelujah! So we're gonna go in with the liquid eyeshadow, and this is in the color Bronzed Belle. Just look at that. Wow. So for you guys, do you watch beauty pageants at all? For me, like my mom has always talked about pageants. Like we text each other back and forth and we're always like, I mean, clearly we're a little biased. We always want Philippines to win, but we're always kind of like strategizing and being like, oh, well, that one's really good. Her answer was good. And we just go back and forth and stuff. So it's really fun that way. And, you know, just seeing like the dresses and how they each represent their countries in a very individualized way is really cool too. And then just whenever Miss Philippines wins, you know, it's just that much sweeter. Now she's using the liquid liner. I think she's using a Charlotte Tilbury liner, which, again, I'm not bougie enough to have. So I'm just going to use this Stila one that came in that little set. Quiet on the set. This takes ultimate concentration. Moving forward, she is at mascara now, and so I'm just gonna hopefully use the Stila mascara. She curls her lashes too, but I don't have a curler, so I'm just gonna go in with this. So personally for me, I probably would like go in with like the extra coats of mascara, but she's gonna use falsies. I'm gonna attempt to put these dang things on. I'm not the best at false lashes. She likes really wispy ones, so I have these ones from Ardell. They're a set of all of the wispy ones. I don't trust myself being able to pop these on real quick, so I'm gonna do these off camera, and I might see you back in 5 minutes, half an hour, or never, because I've given up.
One eternity later.
Okay, now we're just finishing up the eye look by doing the lower lash line, so I'm basically just taking all the shadows that we used up here and bringing it down. I'm going to add the mascara I typically use for my bottom lashes, but before that I see that she extends her liquid liner into her inner corner, so we'll do that real quick. Starting to feel like my eye was not made for this look. Oh my gosh. I'm going to be using the Shade and Light palette here. I'm going to be using like the middle shade and like the lightest shade to dust off. She's using like an illuminating powder, but I don't have that, so she goes in and highlights her nose. I'm going to take the ColourPop Wisp highlight. I'm also just gonna take some and tap that on the cheek. They definitely don't show all the steps of this section because all of a sudden her face is like completely contoured and they only show like the nose. So I'm just gonna run through that quickly. I'm gonna just use the Shade and Light palette for my contour and probably just use this lightest shade right here. I'm taking a slanted brush and we'll see how this nose contour goes. I don't know, I'm not entirely convinced about this nose contour. Thankfully, she chose like a peachy neutral, like she kind of mixed between two blushes, but I feel like the blush I've been using, my favorite blush, Honey Thief by Melt, fits the bill. I'm gonna add more highlighter. She uses Diamond Bomb by Fenty, which I have and love. And so she just swirls right in with her finger and taps over her highlighter to kind of give it a little bit more oomph. Gives you like that like glass skin finish. Okay, so she's finally getting to the eyebrows. Oh my god, thankfully something that I can do very quickly. I have my eyebrows already microbladed, so that's great. So I'm just gonna run through this part really quickly. So she uses two different color pencils. So I'm using two different colors of Fenty, the darker one towards the tail and the lighter shade towards the front. And she uses a whole bunch of stuff for her eyebrows because she likes a lot of texture. So I'm just going to be using two of my favorite like holy grail brow gels. This is the Boy Brow from Glossier, obviously it's well loved, and this one from Anastasia. Whew, having your brows filled in and done is just, I just love it. Okay, girl. I feel like I've been through my own Miss Universe competition. So she gives two lip options, but the one that she wore during the Miss Universe competition is a red, and it happens to be Fenty's Liquid Red. this is the finished look. This tutorial had everything under the sun. Like, even for me, like someone who likes to think they know how to do their makeup, this look had a lot. I don't know if I nailed it or not, but I tried my best. What do you think? I mean, I don't know, just like in this t-shirt and all that with my hair just doing its natural thing. Do you think we can maybe, I don't know, is there some way to kind of spice it up a little bit? See what happens when I do. Oh my gosh, yes. Now I feel like Miss Universe. So not everyone has a lava dress hidden in their closet, so this is the best I can do. And then we can't forget the iconic ear cuff that she wore during the competition. This is so fun. I love ear cuffs in general, so when I saw her rocking this, I was like, that's my girl. That's a girl I can hang out with. This is the final look. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below if you want me to do more videos like this where I follow other people's makeup tutorials. Thank you so much for sticking through it with me because it was really hard for me too. I wanted to quit a lot. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Click that subscribe button if you want to see more videos from me. And if you want to be notified anytime I drop a new video, click that notification bell. Until next time, bye. Fenty Soft Matte primer. Wow, why did I just forget all my words? Can I get a mirror up in here? My gravy. Oh, that's basically the same color. Yeah, she like barely put any concealer on. I just dip my face into the baking powder. That would probably be ideal. Okay. So wow. Let's have more coffee, shall we? Because it's not like we have enough energy. Where is that brush I wanted to use? Pack that powder onto. Ooh. Oh, that was like almost an avalanche of baking powder. I mean, I was sweating there. We were doing some work. Thank God she won the pageant is what I'm just saying, because this was a lot. This was a lot.
The new Miss Universe is Philippines.